Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals. Alrighty, so today I'm going to be day drinking and smoking cigarettes in a public park at 3 p.m. in the afternoon on a rainy day, which I will admit I am quite excited to do because I frankly want to day drink and smoke some cigarettes. I'm just feeling like having a drink today, and I want to smoke some cigarettes as well, as I love my cigarettes, and so as such, I figured I should make a video of me doing that. And so as such, that's exactly what I'm doing today. While I am at a park, currently I'm not at the park I actually want to go to, because the park I'm at right now does not have any good spots to day drink and smoke cigarettes at on a rainy day. It doesn't have any good shelters or anything like that. And so as such, I gotta go to a different park that has some better shelters. So I do suppose, without further ado, now I should probably go ahead and get my seatbelt on, and I should probably go ahead and get to driving to the park that I want to actually go to. It's a couple minutes drive. It's like a 15-minute drive, I want to say. It's currently 2:47, so by the time I get there, it's going to be right around 3 o'clock. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. Without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and get my car all started up after the glow plugs go, because it is a diesel, so I'm just going to let the glow plugs go just for a minute, and there we go. Now that the glow plugs are all good, let's go ahead and get my car all started up. And now that my car is all started up, let's go ahead and turn on the lights, and let's go ahead and go to a public park that actually has a shelter, so I can actually day drink and smoke cigarettes at a public park at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get going, y'all. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? There's a guy coming. I'm gonna try to beat him to the stop sign so I don't have to wait behind him. There we go. I'm hoping traffic isn't too bad. On the way to the park I was just at, traffic wasn't too bad today, but I did hear that it was absolutely pouring earlier. And when it was absolutely pouring earlier, I heard that the traffic was absolutely terrible. There were a ton of stupid people on the roads. Hope I don't run into anybody like that today while I'm driving, but who knows, I might. Who knows what will happen, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what will happen? If I had to guess, I might see a stupid driver or two. It be like that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It be like that. There's speed humps. Oh, and this one's unmarked. I almost just hit that speed bump at like full gas. Well, not full gas. Like 25% gas. I gotta make sure I be slowing down for these speed bumps, though. I want to make sure I don't break my car or nothing like that kind of thing by going over a speed bump too fast. I love my car. Don't want to break it. And it's starting to rain now. It was just sprinkling when I first got this video going just about a couple minutes ago now, but now it's actually starting to rain a little bit more, although it could just be that I am driving down the road. It could very well just be that. I think I'm going to give it a little bit of gas after this next speed hump. Come on. Yeah, up to the speed limit. Up to the speed. That's how long it took me to get to the speed limit. Yeah, my car's a little bit slow. I'm currently driving my 1985 Mercedes-Benz W123 300D turbo diesel sedan in classical white with a Palmetto MB Tex interior, and I love it, but it's certainly not quick by any means. But I did not buy this car because it's quick. I bought it because I absolutely love it, and because it's my dream car. And because also it's one of the most reliable cars on earth, if you ask me. Stop sign. Decided I probably shouldn't blow through a stop sign live on video. I don't want any incriminating evidence in this video or anything like that kind of thing, so could not blow through a stop sign in this video, but you know, off video, Who knows? Do I do that? Do I not? Who knows kind of thing. I wouldn't incriminate myself, now would I? So do I do that? Do I not? Who knows kind of thing. That was a nice F-250 that just passed. Yeah, it's definitely starting to rain a little bit now. Got another stop sign. Can't blow through this one either. Not on video, at least. But it's also a much more busy stop sign. It's not really a stop sign you'd really want to actually blow through, because you'd probably get T-boned. And I definitely don't want this car to get T-boned, as I love this car. Got my defrost going right now because it's a little bit humid outside, and if I didn't have the defrost going, my windshield would be all fogged up. And problem is that my defrost only works on, on heat. If I want air coming from my car, it's only heat. It's just straight heat. It's just really hot air. So it is quite toasty in my car, which is why I have my window down just a little bit. The speed hump coming up is absolutely massive. It's like insanely huge. I'm like, I don't know why they made this speed hump as big as they do. I've driven down this road before, and this speed hump, I hit it for the first time in one of my older cars that I used to have that I don't have anymore. I hit it for the first time in one of those, and man, I just about bottomed out because I didn't realize it was as big as it was. I was just like, oh my God, it's a huge speed bump. Like, look at this guy. I'm like, look, he's in a CRV, and if he went over that stuff too fast, then he'd be hitting the plastic on the front of his car and stuff like that kind of thing. Oh, make sure nobody's running the red. All good. Pedestrian in the crosswalk. Just had to almost sideswipe him. Just kidding. There was no pedestrian in the crosswalk. Of course, I'm kidding. Didn't almost sideswipe anybody or anything like that kind of thing. Definitely not. Trying to figure out what the most efficient way to get to the park I want to go to is, and I'm thinking, I could either go through the downtown of the city I live in, or I could kind of go around the downtown. That's a little bit of a longer option, but I just don't feel like dealing with downtown traffic right now. It's the weekend currently, and so I'm figuring downtown traffic's probably going to be pretty bad, so I think I'm going to take the long way around. This dude, I just realized there was an Acura in front of me, and they just turned on a red. The sign says, "Do not turn on red." I wouldn't turn at the light on a red either. It's a blind corner. Hell no. I don't turn on red when it's a blind corner. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. Oh, I think. Oh, thank God. I saw the crosswalk thing going to 0, and I was like, oh, I'm just barely gonna make this light, and then it didn't even go to yellow. I was like, oh dang, hell yeah. Can't complain. Now I'm hoping that the spot I'm going to right now does not already have somebody at it. Because if there's already somebody at that spot, then I'm kinda out of luck, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Because it's like there's not really a lot of parks with like good like shelters in my area, I'll be frank, which isn't so big a deal when it's not raining, but when it is raining, it is not very fun, I will admit. And this is like the one really good shelter for when it's like really raining pretty hard kind of thing, and like it was earlier, and it might start raining really hard during the video I'm recording right now again. So I'm hoping nobody's already there. If there is though, there are some alternate options, but we'll just have to find out once I actually get there, you know what I'm saying? Actually, what am I saying? Actually, there's... Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking. I keep getting jumbled up, in all honesty. You know, there's a decent amount of alternate options. I can't complain. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I might actually not go to the spot that I actually was initially thinking about. might actually go to one of the alternate options, because I actually like the alternate options more, in all honesty. I actually like them more. So I might actually hit up one of the alternate options instead. Oh, and I'm not going to make this light. Yeah. So yeah, I might actually... What am I thinking? What am I saying? Yeah, there's plenty of alternate options. This literally one specific park. Every other park is a bad option when it's raining. But yeah, I'm actually thinking I'm going to go to one of the alternate options. I'm thinking that's going to be the move, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Excuse me. Man, let me tell y'all what, though, I could totally go for a cigarette right now. I literally had one, like, right before I started recording this video, so, like, 15 minutes ago now. And let me tell y'all what, I could totally go for another. That cigarette did not satisfy my, my nicotine needs, that is for sure. And this dude, here we go, we were seeing our first stupid driver. He's literally sitting in the middle of the road trying to take a left. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Come on. Come on, thank you. He moved right before I got to him. SMH my head. SMH my head. And I think I'm going to take a left at this light. I usually go straight, but there's a detour, so I'm not going to. Haha. Ran that yellow. I say as it turned yellow as I was already going through the light. One thing I love about this car, though, I will admit, is that I'm driving, and this is like one of the, I would have to say, worst paved, bumpiest roads in my local area as a whole. I'm going through it kind of thing. It's really bumpy. I can feel the bumps kind of thing, but it's still very smoothed out, still very comfy, you know, another red. But the great thing is that nothing in my car is actually rattling, except for literally like what I've put on top of the seats and stuff like that kind of thing. Like, okay, my entire car, like, shakes, just because the engine is very shaky, but nothing rattles. It's so nice, and I love it. There's no, like, annoying squeaky noises or anything like that kind of thing. It's fantastic, you know what I'm saying? It's fantastic. Yeah! Go, 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 go! Up to the speed limit. Up to the speed limit. It's the great thing about this car, I can, like, give it a decent amount of throttle and be like, oh yeah, no, I'm going, I'm still going, I'm still going, oh, no, I'm at the speed limit, okay, I'm all good. Slow car stuff, you know what I'm saying, slow car stuff. Feeling a little bit tired. I think I need a little bit of alcohol to wake me up, frankly put. Some alcohol definitely sounds pretty good right now, that is for sure. Sounds pretty good right now. BMW i3. I remember when those came out. I still think they look so funny. Like, honestly, I'll be frank with you, I would much rather drive a BMW i3 than an i8. I just think they look so hilarious. They're like little eggs kind of thing. I'm like, and they honestly, they look kind of mint when lowered too. I'd totally drive them. I think they look so hilarious. No, I would drive one, but I really wouldn't want to pay for the maintenance cost, frankly put. The maintenance cost, it's a BMW. Although I'm saying that and I drive a Mercedes, but this is a Mercedes that you can work on yourself to an extent. So, I mean, that's a hybrid. I mean, like, all of a sudden it needs new batteries. It's gonna be $4,000 kind of thing. And I can't afford that stuff. I could just buy. Come on, bro. You don't have a stop sign. Come on, bro. What are you doing, man? For like $4,000, I could buy one of these cars I'm sitting in right now for that much. Hybrid batteries ain't cheap. Although I think saying they're $4,000 is a bit of an overestimate, frankly, but. I'm driving and now I'm approaching some big boy clouds. So I'm thinking I might hit some clouds coming up. Or I might hit some clouds, sorry. I'm thinking I might hit some rain coming up soon. I'm thinking at least. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. I'm disappointed though, there's not a lot of pedestrians today. I can't make any hitting pedestrian jokes if there are no pedestrians, right? I'm disappointed. Next stop sign after this one, I'm gonna have to gun it, taking a right, because I'm basically turning onto a maybe not quite a freeway or a highway, but it's like an avenue, and people go so fast down it. So I'm gonna have to gun it because my car low key kind of slow, high key very slow. Come on, squirrel, get the hell out of my way! I don't know what the deal is. Squirrels love to run out in front of me while I'm driving. I'm like, please, I do not want to hit you. I might not really like squirrels all that much. They're annoying and they like to ruin tomato plants. But doesn't mean I want to run them over with my car. That's just messed up kind of thing. Let's go. Almost at the speed limit, and speed limit. Very nice. Took a minute. Alright, just gotta turn here now. Oh, I think I can make this. Very nice, very nice. Park I'm at today, I've smoked cigarettes and day drank at this park before. It's a pretty good park for doing that. I ain't gonna lie. It's a pretty good park for day drinking and smoking cigarettes. I really do enjoy day drinking and smoking cigarettes at this park. It's not as good when it's raining, but it's still better than a lot of the other options in my local area, so I'm very glad that this park is around. It's an old mental institution that's now a public park, a city park, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's like the biggest park, biggest city park, that is, in my local area, and it's great. It's got a lot of really interesting buildings, a lot of sort of mental institution-y looking aesthetics. It's very nice as a whole. And it's a vibe, you know what I'm saying? It's a vibe. If you ask me, that is. Big fan of this park. thankfully the spot I'm going to has a porta-john right near it. But the porta-john that's right near the spot, for some reason, always tends to be like absolutely disgusting. It's okay if I'm taking a piss, but man, if I gotta do something else kind of thing, it really ain't very fun. Oh dang. I think I opened bathrooms back there on the weekends too, but no, it's closed today. Maybe they just decided with the weather nobody was showing up. Well, I showed up. I would have been tempted to use their bathrooms if they were open. I say as I already went by them before I checked whether they were actually open or not, so I definitely wasn't. I've day drank and smoked cigarettes up there before. It was fun stuff, you know what I'm saying? Fun stuff. Good time. But we're not going to that spot today. We're going to a different spot. This spot, actually, I've never day drank and smoked cigarettes at before. I've smoked cigarettes at this spot. Made videos at this spot before, but I've never day drank and smoked cigarettes at the same time at this spot, nor have I ever actually just day drank at all at this spot. Oof, nice neck crack there. That felt good. Alrighty, y'all, we're almost here. It's just right in front of me. I know y'all can't see it, but I can. Excuse me. Come on, another squirrel? Stop running out in front of my car, bro. SMH. Go ahead. Got to reverse in, got a gangster park, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I did a perfectly fine job. I was thinking I didn't do a very good job, but actually I think I'm perfectly fine. So. Forgot to put my car in park. Glad I didn't get that close to the thing that's making sure that cars don't roll over into the hill behind me. I forgot to put my car in park. Whoopsies. I don't do that very often, but I did do that. I was a little bit distracting, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go roll up my window, turn off my defrost now, and turn off my lights as well. And now, real quick, I'm gonna go and take a piss in that porta-john, and then after that, I think it's time for me to go ahead and day drink and smoke cigarettes in a public park at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. It's currently 3:10, so we're making perfect time, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and just put my keys in my pocket real quick, and grab my phone in my, well, make sure my phone's right here. I'm just gonna leave it recording, but I'm gonna grab my wallet, and I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be back, y'all. Alrighty, y'all. With my piss out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and now grab my phone and put it in my little tripod I got right here. And just go ahead and just Do that, make sure it's all in there and everything like that kind of thing. And now, I think I've got everything I need. Excuse me. Got some tar in my throat. I'm gonna go ahead and just unlock the back door. And now, oh, I think I got here at the perfect time because it's pretty cloudy. I'm thinking it's probably gonna start raining in a minute. Maybe not in a minute, but in a couple minutes. So I think I got here at the right time because it's currently not raining. So now, first thing I need to grab, I've got a couple things I need to day drink and smoke cigarettes in a public park. Of course, first off, I need my cigarettes and oh, it just thundered as well. Yeah, it's coming. So I need my seat, I need my cigarettes, and I need my drink. So I've got my cigarettes in my backpack that I have right here. I've got my chair right here. And I've got my drink in my Pontiac Aztec cooler right there. So let's go ahead and just grab that real quick. Oh, just like that. Go ahead and put that in my chair just for a moment. And I'm gonna go ahead and lock my car up. Make sure everything's all good. Gotta check all my locks as well, because the vacuum system in my car, sometimes I lock all my doors and all my doors are not locked. So I gotta make sure I check my door locks every time. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, but of course, gotta flex a little bit, get more jumbled up. Gotta flex the whip a little bit as well. This is my 1985 Mercedes-Benz 300D turbo diesel sedan, part of the W123 generation of Mercedes. I absolutely love it. It's a good whip in my personal dream car. Now that I've shown off my car a little bit, now I've got to figure out how to carry my cooler and my chair in one hand while I'm holding my camera and my tripod with my other hand. How am I gonna do that? And once again, I'm hearing more rain. I'm thinking I need to get going before it actually starts pouring. Just make sure all my doors are locked. Go and grab my cooler, and I think I've got this. Oh, I got it. All right, yep, I'm holding it all like that. It's not very comfy, but let's go, y'all. So there's a couple different spots I could sit at. There's that spot right there, and then there's another spot right there, and then there's another spot all the way at the front over there. But I'm trying to figure out which one I actually want to sit at, and I'm just gonna look for the one with the driest spots. And neither of these two spots right here have many dry spots at all. Seems like the wind is really pushing towards like the back of me right now today. And this one does have a dry spot. Okay. Because I just want to make sure if it does actually start pouring that I don't get wet, even if I am under some stuff. So I think I'm going to sit here today. Go and put all this stuff down. Go get my chair. Just like that. And one cool thing about this spot as well, I'm just going to go ahead and leave everything there just for a moment because I want to show this to y'all. Because this is so cool. So apparently, talked to one of the employees at this local park. Apparently, some old restaurant had this old postal truck out front as like advertising, and then the bread shop closed down during some stuff that went on during the last couple years and stuff like that kind of thing. So they closed down, and they just said, "Hey, here's this truck," and just gave it to the park. And the park was like, "We don't want this," and they said, "Too bad, we already dropped it off," which is hilarious. Now, some not very nice people decided to smash out all the glass in the truck and everything like that kind of thing. So it's not really very nice anymore, and it's not the greatest on the inside. People have been dumping clothing and trash in it and everything like that kind of thing. And apparently it hasn't run for literally years, but it is still pretty cool to see an old postal Jeep at a local park kind of thing. That is for sure. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. I'm gonna go ahead and actually get to, well, day drinking and smoking cigarettes at a public park at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, though, on a rainy day, because it is starting to rain a little bit now. But I just wanted to show you guys that real quick because it is so cool. I ain't gonna lie, it is so cool. Oh, excuse me. So let's go ahead, get up here, kind of move my chair back just a little bit. I'm thinking, and ooh, the light came on. I can't complain. And let's go ahead, just put my backpack down and see how far I can get my phone up on my tripod. You know, getting a good look at my balls right now. Just set it up. You know what? Actually, I'm thinking I'm gonna actually get my bigger tripod out, because with my bigger tripod, I can actually get a better view and everything like that kind of thing. So I'm gonna do that real quick. And yeah, I'm glad I got out of my car when I did, and I'm glad I showed you guys the postal truck when I did, because it is actually starting to rain a little bit now. And it's getting quite dark as well. So let's go ahead, transfer this over to this. There we go. Just like that. There we go. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. I'm gonna go and put my little tripod back in my backpack now. And now, I do suppose, without further ado, I should probably go ahead and, what do I want to do first off? What do I want to do first off? Do I want to go ahead and get a drink out, or do I want to get a smoke out first? I think first off, I'm going to show you guys the different options I have to smoke in today's video, because I brought a couple different options with me. So, the first option I have is some American Spirit full-bodied reds, which I think are going to combine pretty well with the drink that I have today. I also have some Seneca full-flavored 120s, which I also think are going to combine pretty well with the drink I have with me today as well. And then I also have some Kizami tobacco from Japan, along with my Kisaru pipe from Japan as well, that I think I might have to puff on a little bit in today's video as well. I think I'm going to start with an American Spirit full-bodied red, though. I think that's what I'm going to start with, but I haven't even talked about what I'm going to be drinking today, so I need to go ahead and talk about that. So let's go ahead and get my cooler all opened up, just like that. And let's go ahead and get one of my drinks all out. And today, I have some Stella Artois hard cider. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. This is some pretty good stuff. I like day drinking with this stuff, that is for sure. And I'm certainly looking forward to seeing how it is on a rainy day as well. But I'm going to go ahead and just put that down. And now I'm going to go ahead and try to get it all cracked open. I do have a bottle opener with me today, but I'm going to try to open my my alcohol with my lighter instead. I don't know if I can do this. I have not seen any tutorials on how to do this, nor have I ever done this before, but I'm going to give it a go nonetheless. So I'm just going to hold it like that. All I'm doing is scraping the hell out of my lighter right now. I'm not sure. I probably should have watched a tutorial on how to do this beforehand. I don't. I'm gonna give it one more go. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna use my bottle opener just because I don't know how to do that, in all honesty. I should probably watch a tutorial on how to do that. I do think that would be helpful. So I'm gonna go and grab my bottle opener out of my backpack real quick, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get my drink all cracked open. Just like that, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, certainly no complaints on my behalf. Ooh. Oh, man. Whoa. That hit like solid like 5 seconds after I took a sip kind of thing. I could just taste that alcohol. I'm going to go and put the lid in my cooler because I can't be littering or nothing like that. And now, bottle opener in there as well. And now I think I'm going to go ahead and get one of my American Spirit full-bodied reds all lit up as well, so I can actually day drink and smoke cigarettes in a public park at 3 p.m. in the afternoon on a rainy day, you know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this all lit up. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying? And man, oh man, let me tell y'all what, it is rainy, y'all, and man, it is coming down. It is coming down, y'all. Damn, it is coming down. Wow. It is. Wow. It's pouring. It's pouring, y'all. I'm glad I sat down when I did. Man, it is. Oh my God. It's pouring, y'all. Absolutely pouring. I'm actually going to move. There we go. The roof of this building is made of metal. It's very loud. It's very loud. That is the one downside of being here when it's raining. Ooh. It is coming down, y'all. And even though I'm under the shelter, I'm still getting sprinkles of like water on me and everything like that kind of thing. Either way though, I certainly cannot complain because this smoke is pretty good, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, and this drink is pretty good as well. I just realized I accidentally ashed on some like in honor stones. They've got like some in honor stones right here, something like that kind of thing. I probably shouldn't ash on that just because that's like in honor of people. I would feel bad if I ashed on a grave or something like that kind of thing, and this is like one step down from a grave. So I'm gonna make sure I respect these guys as in honor stones while I'm smoking a cigarette today and everything like that kind of thing. Man, it's certainly coming down. Had to do it, you know what I'm saying? Had to grab myself a little bit of a screenshot. This cigarette, though, is absolutely fantastic. I am very much enjoying it right now. It is pairing fantastically with the Stella Artois hard cider I've got with me today. So I certainly do have no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. Yeah, the American Spirit full-bodied reds, in my personal opinion, they have a very nice sort of, I'd have to say, mildly sweet. They have a very nice, like, mildly sweet, sort of like fruity taste to them, I definitely have to say. And that mildly sweet fruity taste just pairs so well with the Stella Artois hard cider. I certainly cannot complain. I've been smoking the American Spirit full-bodied reds a decent amount lately, though. It's been my regular cigarette for, I want to say, just about the last over a week or so now. I've been buying a decent amount of packs. And they're so nice because you get the same quality as American Spirits, but they're like $1 cheaper, and then each pack, these days at least, is coming with like $1 off coupon as well. So I'm getting $2 off every pack, so I'm spending like less than I would on a pack of Marlboros for an American Spirit. I cannot complain. And man, it really is coming down. It really is coming down, that is for sure. This cigarette, though, getting me pretty buzzed. Having my drink at the same time. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. They're pairing great. Getting a slight little bit of an alcohol buzz. Getting a little bit of a cigarette buzz as well. Man, good times, you know what I'm saying? Good times. Glad I came to this spot because it's dry, but it's wet out there. It's dry, but it's wet out there. That was all I had to this cigarette, though, I will admit. I'm gonna go ahead and, excuse me, put my cigarette butt in my little, excuse me, I'm burping a little bit. I'm gonna go put my cigarette butt in my little cigarette butt depository I have right here. If I can get it opened up properly. There we go. Put it in there. Gotta make sure I'm not littering or nothing like that. Cannot be littering, of course. Just because I'm hurting myself, don't mean I want to hurt nature as well. Love nature, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely love nature. Even on days like today where it's just pouring all day kind of thing, it's still just so beautiful. And I certainly got no complaints on my behalf. And even though it is only just about 3:30 in the afternoon now, the lights are on. That's just how dark it is, just due to all the clouds and the rain and everything like that kind of thing. I think next up, I might have some, I'm thinking Kazami tobacco out of my Kissaru pipe. I'm thinking I might have some of that. I'm gonna have a little bit more of my drink first, though. Excuse me. Well, I'm thinking now I should probably go ahead and get everything I need for the next smoke all out. I'm feeling pretty good, though. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This, the alcohol I'm having, the drink I'm having right now, it's energizing me. I'm feeling so energetic right now. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. I'm gonna go and get my Kissaru pipe out of the Ziploc bag I have it in. Just like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this bag back in my backpack. And now, I'm gonna go ahead and get my Kazami tobacco all out. For context, a Kissaru pipe is one of the traditional ways of smoking tobacco in Japan, and traditionally, Kazami tobacco is what you smoke out of it. Kazami tobacco is really, really, really strong. It's very finely cut, and it tastes fantastic. The Kazami tobacco I have with me today in specific is some Iroha Kazami tobacco, and it is some good stuff, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. And smoking Kazami tobacco out of a Kissaru pipe in general is some good stuff. It's some very enjoyable stuff, and I'm looking forward to having a little bit of smoke with some in today's video, that is for sure. So what you do to get the Kazami tobacco in the pipe is you just take a little bit of a pinch, kind of thing, just a little bit of a pinch like that, and then you just kind of ball it up in your fingers, just like that kind of thing. That's probably a little bit too small of a ball, but I'm thinking it'll do. And then what you do after that is you just take your pipe and you just put it in the end, just like that. And there we go. We are all ready to smoke. So let's go and get my lighter back out of my pocket. Let's go ahead and get this all lit up after, actually, I take a little bit of a sip of my drink. And wow, I am drinking this a lot faster than I expected to, in all honesty. Excuse me. Man, oh man, right off the bat, that is so nice. And once again, it is pairing pretty well with the Stella Artois hard cider. Doesn't pair as well, I will admit, with the hard cider as the American Spirit full-bodied reds do, but still pairs pretty well nonetheless. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. And right off the bat, this stuff is getting me a little bit of a buzz. I might have to take a break after this smoke, just because I'm feeling a little bit buzzed from the alcohol, and I'm also feeling a little bit buzzed just from the nicotine in general kind of thing. I gotta make sure I don't get Nick sick in today's video. That would suck. So I gotta be a little bit careful. But this stuff is strong, I ain't gonna lie. This little tiny ball of tobacco I have in my pipe is like half a cigarette worth of tobacco. It is insanely strong stuff. I love it. And it's still coming down. The rain is still coming down. Man, oh man, I'm glad I got to the park when I did, that is for sure. And I think that's pretty much all I had to my bowl of Kazami tobacco. I'm gonna go ahead and just get all the ash out and everything like that kind of thing. And just put that down on top of my cooler that I have next to me that's holding some snacks and stuff like that kind of thing. But man, let me tell y'all what, I'm feeling buzzed right now. I'm feeling very buzzed. Kazami tobacco is some strong stuff. I do want some more of it, but I'm gonna have to give myself a minute. And honestly, I don't even want any more alcohol right now. Like, I'm chilling, frankly put, kind of thing. Like, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling very energetic right now. Excuse me, certainly no complaints on my behalf. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of a sip of water though. Gotta make sure I stay hydrated while I'm drinking after all. And that nice little bit of a palate refresher certainly was quite nice, if I do say so myself. The rain, it's dying down a little bit more now, but man, it is still the vibe. Let me tell y'all what, it is still the vibe. I cannot complain, that is for sure. I cannot complain. Whew. I'm chilling. I'm feeling good right now. Day drinking and smoking cigarettes in a public park, it's fun stuff. I will admit, I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. I don't drink very much. The last drink I had was about, I want to say, a week ago now. And honestly, a week ago when I had a drink, I only had one drink. I only had one drink. And so this one drink I've got with me today is getting me feeling pretty good. I mean, I'm not feeling drunk by any means, but I am feeling a little bit buzzed, that is for sure. I think like 3 drinks deep and I'd be feeling kind of drunk. But one drink and I'm feeling, I'd have to say, just right, you know what I'm saying? I think I might have made a mistake though, I will admit. I really want to have a smoke, but right now, like, I really want to chain smoke right now. I always want to chain smoke whenever I have a drink in my hand kind of thing. But the thing is, all the cigarettes, all the tobacco I brought with me today is really, really, really heavy. And so if I smoke too heavy, I'm going to get nicotine sick. So I've got to make sure I regulate myself really hard in today's video. Oh, it's coming back again. More rain, you know what I'm saying? More rain. I cannot complain. Thinking I'm gonna have some more Kazami tobacco in just a minute. But man, I'm getting splashed with all the water right now, kind of thing. That's just how much is coming down, and it's getting a little bit windy as well. The wind seems to be going like this way, kind of thing, so towards my back. But thankfully, I'm sitting at a building right now, which is blocking pretty much all the wind. So certainly no complaints on my behalf. That is for sure. Man, oh man, I'm feeling good right now, y'all. I'm feeling good. I cannot complain. I cannot complain. I think I'm gonna have some more Kazami tobacco though. Take a little bit of a sip of water. Take a little bit of a sip of water first. Yeah, this stuff's water. I'm sure compared to some other alcohols, it's only got, what is it? 4.5% alcohol. Yeah, compared to some other alcohol, this literally is water. But it's not water for me. That was pretty good though, I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and have some more Kazami tobacco. I first off though need to grab a little bit. Is there one near me? I don't have any pokers near me. There's like a stick. Well, there's a leaf. This leaf will work. I just need something to kind of scrape all the tobacco off and everything like that kind of thing. Just like that, just to get all the ash from the kisser pipe all off and everything like that. There we go, that worked just fine. I'm gonna go ahead and crack open my mason jar once again, and I think I'm gonna try to grab a really big thing of Kazami tobacco this time. So I'm just gonna grab it in between my legs, and that's the pinch I grabbed. I'm gonna try, I think I'm gonna try to grab a bigger one. I think that's too big. Take some of that off, just like that. And now I'm just gonna start rolling that in between my fingers. There we go. Grab my Kisseroo pipe. Go ahead and put it in there. And there we go. I'm thinking that should all be good. My Kazami tobacco, it's gotten quite dry over the last couple months I've had it. So it is kind of disintegrating just a little bit, but it still works much better than not. And it still, of course, gives me a much bigger buzz than not as well. But I do also have tobacco all over my pants just because of how much it's disintegrating, just a little bit kind of thing. Just get all that off. And let's go ahead and get to smoking again. Excuse me. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I need to burp again. And man, oh man, that is some good stuff. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That is some good stuff. I cannot complain. I cannot complain. Ooh. I did bring a second hard cider with me, and honestly, I'm thinking I could go for another one, so I might have another one in all honesty. I don't got much going on today, so I think I might have another one, and then I might just sit in my car for an hour or two. Gotta make sure I'm not drinking and driving or nothing like that kind of thing. Get all sobered up, and then drive home after that. This stuff is so strong, though. It is so insanely strong. It is so good, though. It is so good. Oh, man. That was not so nice. I got a very large amount of pull through on that one. That was terrible. That was terrible. Oh man. Wow. I think that's about done. Oh, that was horrible. Oh man, that pull through was terrible. Oh my goodness. I got hot ash on my tongue. Oh God. That was not very good. That was not very good, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I think that was just about done anyway, though, so no biggie, you know what I'm saying? But I did get some pull through. That's the first time I've gotten pull through from my Kisseroo pipe in, I'd have to say, a solid couple months now. That was, not very good. Not very good, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Well, no biggie, though. I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a moment just to chill out, take a little bit of a break. I think I might stand up and just take a little bit of a look around real quick, though. Just a little bit kind of thing. Just take a look at what's going on and whatnot. There's my car over there. It's definitely quite wet, that is for sure. Definitely quite wet. Yeah, it's raining, y'all. It's raining. Man, oh man. Whew. I am feeling quite buzzed right now, y'all. I'm feeling quite buzzed. Honestly, I don't really need another drink, but I'm kind of tempted to have one. And plus, I said I was thinking I was going to have one, so I got to commit to it now, don't I? But man, I am buzzed. It is a beautiful view, though, y'all. It is a beautiful view. I cannot complain. I cannot complain, that is for sure. Oh, man. Go just like that. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna go ahead, put my Kazami tobacco back in my backpack. Just went upside down. And I think I'm gonna go ahead, grab another beer. Man, my Pontiac Aztec cooler though that I got with me today, man, I got it for free at a junkyard and it's so good. I love my Pontiac Aztec cooler. Best non-purchase I've ever made, you know what I'm saying? Best non-purchase I've ever made. Well, I've got another Stella Artois hard cider with me today. I do suppose without further ado, let's go ahead and get it all cracked open, you know what I'm saying? certainly no complaints on my behalf. I think I am going to give myself a moment. Oh, I just dropped. Just trying to throw the bottle cap in my cooler, but it just went on the ground. I think I am going to give myself a moment before I get another cigarette all lit up, though, because I am feeling quite buzzed right now. I'm feeling quite buzzed right now, to say the least. The nicotine is kicking my butt. I should have brought some lighter cigarettes with me today so I could really be heavy chain smoking, but all the cigarettes I brought with me today, they're all so heavy. I made a little bit of a mistake. I made a little bit of a mistake not bringing light cigarettes with me today, but it be what it be kind of thing. It be what it be. I can't complain. I'm still enjoying my nicotine. I'm still enjoying my drinks, that is for sure. Excuse me. Of course, today, I'm also breaking the law. Day drinking in public parks is not particularly legal inside the United States. So today, of course, I am breaking the law as well. Certainly can't complain, that is for sure. Man, oh man, though, I'm feeling good. But the nicotine buzz is starting to go away. I'm starting to feel like I could go for another stogie. Excuse me. I'm glad I took a piss before this, because it means I don't got to take a piss now. If I hadn't taken a, I'm like, I didn't really need to take a piss before this, but I was like, I probably should, because I know halfway through my first drink I'm gonna need to take a piss. I'm so glad I took a piss, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. And yeah, the rain's kind of died down a lot now. It's just wet. Little bit dark, but it is beautiful nonetheless. It's beautiful nonetheless. Love nature, you know what I'm saying? Love nature. Got a beautiful view of my city skyline as well. Beautiful view of my city skyline. You guys can actually now see the complete skyline. But it's a good time, you know what I'm saying? It's a good time. Ooh. I think I'm gonna go and get another cigarette all lit up though. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get one of my Seneca 120 full flavored super thin cigarettes all lit up. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these all lit up. And wait a minute. Oh wait, no. I was thinking I had a light cigarette with me, and then I was like, oh wow, I had a light cigarette with me, but no, I forgot that I put full flavored cigarettes in this pack of light cigarettes for whatever reason. I can't remember why I did that, but I did nonetheless. Now there's trash trying to fall out of my backpack. Go and put that all in. Can't be littering or nothing like that kind of thing. Let's go ahead though and now get one of my Seneca 120 full flavored super thin cigarettes all out of the pack. What am I? Wow, last two ones actually. I've only got two left. These are insanely long cigarettes, very elegant looking. Big fan of this packaging as well. I mean, like, it looks amazing in my personal opinion. Let's go ahead and get it all up though and get to smoking. These are insanely heavy though. I'd actually say that these are more heavy than the American Spirit full-bodied reds. They are pretty heavy smokes, but they are absolutely fantastic, and I'm thinking it's going to pair really well with the Stella Artosis hard cider as well, because they once again have a very nice fruity taste to them, but also a little bit of a nutty taste as well, if I do say so myself. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. Like this cigarette though, it's so long. Like I feel like if I was like walking or something like that kind of thing and somebody I knew came up behind me and tried to scare me and I whipped around, I'd whip them in the face with this cigarette just because It's so dang long. I love it. I love it. 120 size cigarettes, they're so hilarious. I really want to find a 164 millimeter length cigarette. They used to make those. A brand called Nat Sherman used to make 164 millimeter length cigarettes back in the 1990s. Those were the last ever Class B cigarettes to be marketed on the United States market. And I really want to find a pack of those. But they are very, very, very difficult to find. Excuse me, but those are even longer than this one. Absolutely nuts, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely nuts. I mean, like a 120, that's already long enough for me kind of thing. Like, my personal preference when it comes to cigarettes is king-size cigarettes. I don't mind hundreds, but king-size cigarettes, those are my personal preference. 120s, though, I love smoking them. They're just not to my personal preference, but I love smoking them just because they're so hilariously long, especially, like, super thins, like this one right here, because this is a thinner cigarette than normal. But 164 millimeter length cigarette, that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The building I'm sitting at right now is used as a storage facility for the local park I'm at. They hold events and stuff like that kind of thing, so this is the storage facility for all the stuff that they need for the events and stuff like that kind of thing. It's pretty nice. It's a good spot to day drink in, smoke cigarettes at 3 p.m. on a, what is it actually? It's a Sunday afternoon. Yeah, it's a Sunday today. At 3 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon on a rainy day. Yeah, certainly no complaints on my behalf. Actually, it's almost 4 now. It's actually almost 4. Wow. Been day drinking and smoking for a minute now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm buzzed though. This stuff, I mean, like, normally 120s are a lot lighter than not kind of thing. This 120 is an exception to that general rule though. It is insanely heavy. It is just so heavy. And I'm gonna give it a minute because I'm feeling very, very, very buzzed right now. And honestly, I think I've said this previously in this video, but I don't even want another sip of my alcohol right now. I'm feeling good. In 5 minutes though, I'm gonna want another sip of my alcohol, so certainly no complaints on my behalf. I said I was going to try to regulate how much I'm smoking, but I'm about to take another hit. The taste, though, is combining really, really, really well with the taste of the Stella Artois hard cider that I have in my mouth. It's a good combo. It's a good combo. I ain't going to lie, y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gonna put this cigarette down for a minute though. Give myself a little bit of a break. I'm feeling so buzzed. I'm feeling so buzzed. Gotta make sure I'm careful not to get nicotine sick, in all honesty. It is beautiful though, y'all. The background, ooh, it's looking so good. It's looking so good. I'm buzzed. Wow. This stuff is strong. It's strong, y'all. Oh, the alcohol really is not that strong. I'm just a lightweight. The cigarettes, though, are strong. One thing I'm not a lightweight when it comes to is nicotine to an extent. I am more of a lightweight when compared to some people kind of thing, but I can handle a full-flavored cigarette. But when I have a full-flavored cigarette, a drink, and then 2 bowls of Kazami tobacco, one of which was really big, and then another really strong cigarette, I do get my ass whooped a little bit. I will admit. Excuse me. Ooh, that burp though cleared it all out. Ooh, burps, they're the real G, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. They're the real G. Oh, I'm feeling, really energetic when I had my first drink, but now I'm actually starting to feel tired. I think it's the buzz. I think it's the nicotine buzz getting to me. Nicotine buzzes, it's one or the other. They either make me really energetic, or when they get too big, they make me really tired. And I think this one's starting to make me feel a little bit tired. Whew. Whew. Should have brought out with some Everclear with me today. Chug a bottle of Everclear. No, I'm just kidding. I've never drank Everclear. I've never drank Everclear. That stuff is too much. It is just pure fuel. It is rocket fuel. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Personally, when it comes to alcohol, I like a little bit of a taste besides rocket fuel, you know what I'm saying? Rocket fuel is not my ideal taste when it comes to alcohol. Man, this stuff is getting me buzzed though, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It's getting me buzzed. Whew. I can't complain. Got a little bit of a snack with me today. I think I might have a snack in a minute. I don't think it's gonna combine very well with the drink though. Brought myself a peanut butter dark chocolate kind bar. I'm trying to figure out if I actually want it. I'm not sure if I do, because I don't think it's going to combine very well with the alcohol, but I am feeling a little bit hungry, and I feel like food is going to settle my stomach a little bit and make it where I can drink more alcohol, because right now I'm literally not wanting any more. I'm literally not wanting any more of my second drink right now. I'm almost done, but I literally don't want any more. And I'm thinking a little bit of a snack. Well, 1, cut down on the alcohol buzz a little bit, and 2, cut down on the nicotine buzz a little bit. So I might have a little bit of a snack. That's pretty much all there was to this cigarette, though. Burned for a very, very, very long time, if I do say so myself. Although, granted, I wasn't taking a hit for a lot of that time. I'm going to go ahead and once again put this cigarette butt in my cigarette butt depository I got right here. Got it from Japan. It's pretty nice, I ain't gonna lie. It's pretty nice. I like it quite a bit. It works very well. And it's pretty smell-proof as well. I can't complain. Just keep it in my backpack at all times, just in case I'm in a place where I want to make sure I'm not littering or nothing like that kind of thing. Which is like 99.9% of all places, unless there's a trash can. I'm gonna go and get a snack out, though. There's my peanut butter dark chocolate kind bar. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it on top of my cooler real quick and just give myself a moment to chill out, because I am feeling buzzed. Let me tell y'all what, I'm gonna take another little bit of sip of water. Whew. Man, oh man. Man, that that postal Jeep I showed off earlier on this video, I'm just looking at it, I'm just like, man, it's such a shame for it to just rot away in this public park, because the public park isn't doing anything with it. They're not using it as promotional material or anything like that, right now at least. It's just such a shame for it to just rot away. It's got no glass. Some, frankly put, dickheads decided to smash all the glass, ruin the car. It's really not cool. Really not cool kind of thing. I love old postal Jeeps. I'm such a big, I want one. I want an old postal Jeep. That one I think the one I showed you earlier in this video, I think it's beyond saving. It's not like, I looked at the underside of it a couple weeks ago, and it's not like insanely rusty. But there is like some surface rust and stuff, but it hasn't run in who knows how many years kind of thing. Tires, I don't think they're actually dry water. I think they're actually somewhat new tires, but yeah. With all the glass and everything, it's above my price point. I couldn't afford to fix it all up. Even if the park was willing to give it to me, I wouldn't pay the park for it. I would have to take it for free. I don't even got space for it or nothing like that. It don't drive. It's not registerable. I'd have to park it on the street where I live, and so yeah, it wouldn't work. But I do love old postal Jeeps, and I do want one eventually. That is for sure. And it's such a shame to see that one go to waste. I really hope the park that owns it now, I really hope that they use it for promotion material or something like that kind of thing. I really hope they don't just scrap it. That would absolutely suck. But who knows? Who knows? I'd love to see somebody who can take it and do something with it, get their hands on it. But it really is one of those things where even if it does run, who knows how well kind of thing. Who knows if it might have been used for promotional material by that shop to begin with for a reason. So who knows what's going on with it kind of thing. It could be a pretty good rat rod. I mean, like, I've seen worse be brought back to life. That's for damn sure. It could be a pretty good rat rod, but I think as it is, not sure. But I do love old postal Jeeps. I'd love to. I certainly wouldn't mind snagging one and either lowering it or like lifting it or something like that kind of thing. That would be really cool. I do know they're in like insanely top heavy, and like you can flip them so easily. It's wild that like they're like one of the most unsafe vehicles you can buy, but I want one nonetheless. I remember reading an article, and it was some guy, he had a postal Jeep, and he was like an auto journalist. And so he bought a postal Jeep, wrote a bunch of articles about it, and then sold it. And in one of the later articles he wrote about it, about like his final thoughts on it and everything like that kind of thing about owning it, he said that the person he sold it to, 2 days after he bought it or something, like some insanely like soon amount of time, flipped it and totaled it like within 2 days, which is absolutely wild, just so crazy kind of thing. It's like, yeah, these are like, not only is it right-hand drive, so it's going to be kind of weird for people who from the United States who are used to driving left-hand drive for one, but also it's insanely top-heavy, and you really have to be careful with driving it kind of thing. Like, if you know how to drive it and you know its limitations, you're all good, but it is crazy top-heavy, especially because of the sliding doors, because the sliding doors weigh like 30, 40 pounds a piece apparently, or something like that kind of thing, which is pretty crazy. Man, oh man, though. I think I'm going to go ahead and eat my little bit of a snack I got right here. And I think after that, I'm going to go ahead and maybe have a little bit more of a stogie. And then after that, if I can actually get this all opened up, I'm struggling. Then after that, I think I'm going to just enjoy the rest of my day. But man, I'm still feeling so buzzed. 2 drinks get me good. Well, I haven't even had a full 2 drinks yet. Excuse me. Delicious. It's definitely helping cut down on the buzz just a little bit, though. making it where I can drink more comfortably. Without feeling like I'm gonna get more sick. That was good. That was good angle IO. I think the main thing with hard cider that really makes me hella tired, because I'm feeling pretty tired now in all honesty, is probably the sugar in it. I gotta figure out, like, my perfect drink has, like, no sugar, no, like, added no, like, added sugars, or, like, no sugar and no, like, added fake sugar either, but still has a really nice taste. I gotta figure out my perfect drink. Ooh, a little bit of a red Scion TC 2nd gen driving by right now. Ooh, I will admit, I am a fan of Scions. I love myself a good old Scion. Scion XBs, ooh, top tier car. But the Scion BB open deck, ooh, absolutely, I want one. I want one. Sadly, JDM exclusive. Or at least Japanese market exclusive from what I know. Well, you can't import them into other countries. And I think it's coming up on the time where you can import them in the United States sometime in the next couple years, which is pretty nice. I want one. It's like a pickup truck XB from the factory. I love it. I want one. And I'd love having that as like a winter beater or something like that kind of thing combined with my Mercedes. That would be mint. I say as I already have another car that I'm not planning on getting rid of, but my other car that I'm not planning on getting rid of doesn't run right now. So, or it doesn't, it runs, it just doesn't run well. I need to get that fixed. But I also got a 1990 Chevy Suburban, and I got to get that running better. 1990 Chevy Suburban, that's a good drinking and driving car. I'm joking, I don't drink and drive, but it's a good drinking and driving car kind of thing. It's up there with like Ram 2500s, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Oh. This old square body Suburban is very nice. It's very nice. Yeah, that kind bar definitely made it a little bit easier to drink some more kind of thing, that's for sure. I think I might get another one of my American Spirit full-bodied reds all lit up though. Let's go and get it lit up though, and let's go ahead and I think finish off my drink, you know what I'm saying? Yes sir, you know what I'm saying? That is nice. The taste of these cigarettes is so good. I really am a fan of the American Spirit Full Body Reds, I will admit. They are some good stogies. They are some good stogies. And they are a much more enjoyable smoke than not. Are they as good as the American Spirit Blacks? No. But the American Spirit Blacks are way too heavy for my personal preference. I love them. But they are so dang heavy. It's crazy. American Spirit Full Body Reds are still a little bit heavy for my personal preference. But they're close enough. They're close enough. Excuse me. Plus, they're cheaper, too. And I think they combine with my drink a little bit better. It was raining there for quite a minute when I first got to smoking and drinking, but it's nice now. It's pretty chill. It's pretty chill now. I can't complain. I think I might take another sip though. I'm almost done. Almost done with my drink. I think we got one more sip of it left. I think I'm gonna wait until the very end of my cigarette to take that sip though. The light on the building keeps flashing on and off. Too funny. This cigarette, though, it's got me pretty buzzed. I can definitely tell. The drinks and the cigarettes, they're getting me buzzed. I'm feeling good. I mean, like, there is... Whew, I mean, like, having a cigarette by itself, don't get me wrong, is fantastic. But having a cigarette and a drink, ooh, it's even better. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Excuse me. I'm feeling very buzzed right now, not only from the nicotine, but also from the alcohol. Not feeling drunk per se. I'm not really one for feeling drunk. I'm not really a super big drinker. I haven't had a drink in, well, up until now, I hadn't had a drink for about a week. I think I said that earlier on in the video. But, not a big drinker. I'm not really one for feeling drunk, but I do love feeling buzzed, and I'm feeling very buzzed right now. I certainly cannot complain. Both my liver and my lungs are crying out in pain right now. They are just crying out in pain. And I don't be listening. Be saying, deal with it. Deal with it. Just put my cigarette down for a minute. I am feeling very buzzed right now. I'm gonna stand up and just walk around again because I'm feeling the need to. And whoa, standing up. Whew, whew, whew. Man, let me tell y'all what. Whew. I'm feeling buzzed. I'm feeling buzzed, y'all. It is nice. And my car is looking good in the distance. It's looking good. Beautiful. Beautiful design in my opinion. Beautiful design in my opinion. Little Ford Fiesta going by. Little Ford Fiesta SE, from what I can tell at least. It's not an ST, it's an SE. Whew. I'm all good. Excuse me, I'm glad I've only got like little tiny bit of sip left in my alcohol because I don't want any more. I am such a lightweight, y'all. I am such a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. I am vibing, but I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time, y'all. Man, oh man, I cannot complain. I cannot complain. I think I'm gonna go and take the last sip of my little bit of drink right here. I got a little bit left. I'm gonna go and take a little bit of sip. Finish it off, you know what I'm saying? And there we go. Nothing left, you know what I'm saying? Go put that down on the ground. And now all I gotta do is finish off my cigarette. And then after that, I think I'm gonna finish off the video right there. That was all of the alcohol that I brought with me today. This was a good time, you know what I'm saying? This was a good time. Glad I brought a little bit of a snack with me as well, I will admit. Because otherwise I'd be feeling like absolute crap right now. But with that snack, and with the drinks, and with the cigarettes, I'm feeling amazing right now. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling very tired though. I'm feeling very tired. I could go for a nap right now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Alcohol, first drink, I'm like, whew, I'm feeling amazing. And then the second drink, I'm like, whoop, I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling tired. I'm gonna be waiting a while until I drive. Let me put it that way, kind of thing. I'm gonna be waiting a while until I drive. Do I think I could drive home right now? I mean, like, of course. But doesn't every drunk person say that? I'm not even drunk. I'm just buzzed. But I think I'm gonna wait an hour or two before I drive home and enjoy the rest of my day, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's pretty much all there was to this cigarette. I'm gonna go ahead and stub it out on the ground. Make sure it's all out. I'm gonna go ahead and put my cigarette butt in my cigarette butt depository that I got right here. Gotta make sure I don't be littering or nothing like that after all. Go and just shove it in, close it back up, put it back in my backpack. And now, I do think it's time for me to go ahead and end this video right here. Whew, standing up, I'm buzzed. I can definitely tell I'm buzzed. Well, I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video where I day drank and smoked cigarettes at a public park at 3 p.m. in the afternoon on a rainy day. I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, of course, please make sure to, well, like and subscribe for more content. I got my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my second channel all in the description down below. Go check it all out. As said, like, subscribe. I'm feeling good right now. I'm going to wait a little while till I drive home, that is for sure. Certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. To the next one, stay safe and peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?